What's going on? My name is Andy Mineo.
Yeah, who would have thought I stepped inside this train station? Then get hit with some inspiration.
25-year-old dude who lives in New York City, Uptown, Washington Heights.
Situations. So I praise and rejoicing in my suffering, cause I know he's got a masterpiece in the making. And I ain't scared.
Grew up in Syracuse, New York, single parent home. Watched way too much wrestling as a kid. And was really aggressive kid, got kicked out of school, and I think the Lord used that time to, deal with me. I got sent away to a camp one summer with my sister, and she was working as a counselor at a Christian camp, and that's when I finally got to hear about Jesus. I became a Christian somewhere between 7th and 8th grade. I came back to Syracuse, didn't have many people around me to disciple me or teach me about the things of God. But eventually when I got to college, there were people there that began to pour into me, invest in me, and I really started growing. And that whole time I loved hip-hop. I had been making hip-hop. But when I hit college is when I finally decided to use my love for hip-hop and my love for Jesus and to merge them to create the music that I make now. Graduated in 2011 from college at the City College of New York. That same month, I got signed to Reach Records, and I've been doing this ever since, and so it's kind of my dream job.
So Josh, Rich, Ray, Alex, Dave, call me the repentance if I ever go.
So I came up with the title Heroes for Sale. It's a little bit of satire in a sense, like you can't really buy heroes, right? But I love that title because I think it talks about that big idea of the album, which is we often buy into the idea that people are heroes, that they're greater than they really are, that they can rescue us. We put our hope and our trust in things or people, and we make them, in a sense, heroes. That's what heroes are, right? And oftentimes they fail us, and we're so crushed by it because we put the weight and expectation of them saving us, on their shoulders, and no one can hold up to that expectation. I think also, I myself, or what we deal with as people is we want to be heroes ourselves, right? So we promote the idea that we're greater than we really are, that we're stronger than we really are, and we want people to buy into that idea. We do that often because exposing our frailties, our mistakes is difficult. Nobody wants to do that. So on this album, I took a very relational approach where I shared a lot of my weaknesses and frailties and showed people that I really am no hero, but I know someone who really is.
Now I can see the whole picture. You made something out of nothing.
I recorded most of my album on the road, on the Unashamed Tour 2012, and it was pretty difficult. Being on the road, you give out so much every night that it's hard to go and be creative. I feel like you have only so much creative juice in a day, but I think it was good in the sense that I had been doing so many shows and seeing how people respond to live shows and what elements in the concert that really moved people, that I incorporated a lot of that into the album. So a lot of the songs in the album are gonna go over really well when I tour with them and do live shows. So I think the album, is one of those joints that when you show up to see it live, it's going to be tons of high energy, tons of memorable choruses and songs that a big crowd is going to be able to respond to. So the first single is Ayo, and it's fun, it's upbeat, it's lively. Just one of the first records that was ready to go. I might have changed it up a little bit if I had more of the album done at the time, but I didn't, and I still thought it was a really strong song. It was one that was I thought it was really creative musically, and I think it's a cool record that wasn't too preachy, you know what I'm saying? It was just more of an invitation for people to come check out this 116 lifestyle, and I think that speaks to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? If you're a Christian, you can enjoy it and know what we're repping. If you're not a Christian, you can enjoy it too, just because it's good music, cool punchlines, talking about my city, skateboarding, the things I love. And so I love making music that, is relatable to all people. The album releases today, and I think what's next for me is going to be a lot of traveling to show off the music, so there's the creative part, and then there's the going around the world and showing people what I created for the past year. And so there's going to be a bunch of dates traveling around the country, UK tour coming in August, and so yeah. just a lot of that, and then early 2014, I'm gonna go on a longer running tour for about 3-4 months, and we'll be having some announcements on that soon. So. And that, my friends, is why we named the project what we named Heroes for Sale, because we got 9 heroes. What's going on? This is Andy Mineo, and right now you're watching linktous.com. Keep it locked.